And away we go, another night number 2 of the NBA season. He is Marc Malusis. I am Keith Irizarry. We are known as Moose and Keith. And listen, whenever you get a Bettorcast game of the night and you get the Celtics and you get the Knicks, you know it's going to be exciting. There's going to be some awesome questions, and we'll get into those in just a second. The Boston Celtics made a lot of moves, Moose, in the offseason, getting Porzingis, getting Drew Holiday. Many people believe they may end up being the creme de la creme of the East. And for the New York Knicks, they're right there. They're in the mix.
Yeah, they are as a playoff. I mean, the Knicks are, I think a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. I just don't think they're a top 2. They're not Boston. They're not Milwaukee. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't go out there and, as a home underdog tonight against Boston, Madison Square Garden, stars being in attendance. The NBA kicked off last night. We were talking about that right here on the Bettorcast yesterday. And then the Knicks can't go out there and take care of business and beat the Boston Celtics, but the Knicks are a player away. That's why you've seen the rumors or the speculation about Joel Embiid. By the way, I mean, has Joel Embiid said he wants to leave the Philadelphia 76ers? Has he said that he wants to be traded to the Knicks? I mean, is any of this this rampant as I digress for a second, the rampant speculation that ran wild yesterday about what the Knicks would be willing to give up, that's more of a Knicks story than it is an Embiid Philadelphia story, because Daryl Morey's got issues with James Harden. If they decide to move on from Joel Embiid, there'll be a lot of teams that'd be interested to go get Joel Embiid that might have a little bit better of an offer about the one that was speculated that the Knicks would be willing to offer yesterday. So put that aside. Knicks Celtics tonight, Madison Square Garden, going to be fun.
Yeah, I like DiVincenzo being a part of this New York Knicks team too. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw this, but your name was included in the trade offer
Yeah,
for the
right.
you were heading to Philadelphia.
And a
I don't know if
bag
you
of
knew that.
basketballs.
Yeah, it was a bag of basketballs, yes, and
And an
you as well.
autographed Patrick Ewing jersey.
I don't know if that's too steep. Way too steep. All right, so you and I
An
both grew up.
authentic one, a throwback.
Okay, authentic, fine. You and I both grew up New York Knicks fans. We
Yeah.
have gone through the highs and the lows of this Knicks organization. Let's go into the season. So the Celtics are the favorites tonight. They're on the road against the Knicks. Don't give me a winner yet. Let's do player props here. How about a guy from the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, point total, over under 24.5.
I'm going to go over. I am. And listen, I Holiday's a really good defender. And you look at that Boston team where I think they've trended more toward the offensive answers with some of the moves that they made this offseason as compared to being this knock them out, drag them out kind of defensive battling team to go along with the brilliance of Tatum and obviously Jaylen Brown. I'm going to go over that point total for Jalen Brunson. There's a belief within the Knicks building that last year Brunson was just the tip of the iceberg, that he's even going to take another step forward this year as a player. Wanted New York, wanted out of Dallas. Dallas didn't want to pay him what the Knicks wanted to. A lot of people thought that the Knicks overpaid, and then they watched Jalen Brunson play last year. And Keith, you know this better than anybody. I mean, in the basketball game that you are, Jalen Brunson's a brilliant player. I mean, he just is. And I do think he's going to build upon next year. So I think there's things that motivates players individually, him not being an all-star, all the things and stuff. I think Jalen Brunson wants to continue to prove naysayers wrong. I'm going to go over. It's opening night. I'm going to go over the point total for Brunson tonight.
I'm going to steal a word you said there, motivate. So I think there's motivation for Jayson Tatum. And on the surface, people would say why he's, an all NBA performer. He's been to an NBA finals. He's a multi-time all-star. He's routinely named as one of the maybe 7 or 8 best players in the NBA. Well, last year didn't end the way he hoped. Obviously, he was hobbled in Game 7. His Celtics fall. And there were question marks all offseason about, is Tatum really the guy? Is he that dude? Well, I think that is festering inside of him. Last year, opening night, he had 35 points. He averaged 26 points per game in 3 consecutive seasons. I'm going to take his over 25.5 points tonight. I'm not sure, again, who wins tonight, but I think that Jayson Tatum is going to have himself a very nice evening, especially coming off this long off season. Join the Bettorcast contest by answering pregame questions. Now get all of our picks for the game by signing up on demand on the Bettorcast app. You can download the free Bettorcast app as well in the Apple App Store, Google Play stores, and you sign up on demand.